Ellen Turkel was a pioneer distance runner during a time in which many colleges were beginning to adjust to the landmark passage of Title IX. While there was no women's cross country and track and field programs at Plattsburgh State when Turkel was a student, she was a member of the men's cross country and track and field teams and was the first woman to compete in cross country and track and field at the college. Turkel's greatest successes came in distance running as a college student outside of competing for Plattsburgh State, as she ranked as high as number 16 in the world in the marathon with a time of 2:58:37. She finished 12th in a field of 52 women runners at the 1975 Boston Marathon after a year and a half of preparation for the race.
Well, Ellen came the year before I got the job at Plattsburgh in 1973. She was in the class of 76, so she started her freshman year 72. When I interviewed for the job, they asked me the question, because Title IX had just been passed in 72, and how I felt about the possibility of a woman being on the team. I said I didn't have a problem with it, and a few weeks later I got the job, and I moved up here, and I'm sitting in my office one day and just getting organized. It's about a week before school opened, and I think Ellen must have come in early because she was concerned about being on the team. And she walked in my office down at Memorial Hall and introduced herself, and we sat down, and she said, "I'd like to come out for the team." I said, "You're more than welcome." I wasn't sure how many athletes I would have since I just got the job and hadn't had a chance to even know who was on the team. And so Ellen came out, and that was the start of what I think for her was a fabulous career. I always had the saying, if you run fast, run short. If you run slow, run long. So Ellen didn't have great leg speed, but she had tremendous endurance, and she had a tremendous heart. She would, I never remember her ever complaining about a workout. Like on Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock, we had a team workout, and we ran Cumberland Head, which was 15 to 18 miles, depending on how you ran it. And she never complained. She was always out there, fighting with it. I think she proved, we had some really good, I call those years at Plattsburgh the golden age of Plattsburgh track and field and cross country, because we won 2 championships in SUNY, and we won the SUNYAC track championship. And I think the guys would see her run a 15-miler on Sunday, saw her go run the Boston Marathon, wound up being the 13th woman in the world to break 3 hours. She won her first 2 marathons that she ran. It was a tribute to her that I think she inspired the other guys on the team that if the Ellen was going to run it, how could they complain about doing the workout? There were lots of races where we went to, and we took her to all of them, that, nobody realized that we had a woman running. We didn't publicize it. It wasn't something that was, she was one of the teammates. And she worked as hard as anybody on the team. And she was tough. She had a lot of desire, and she loved to run. She wanted to excel. I think the thing that helped her the most was running the marathon developed her self-esteem and her self-confidence. I think it did a lot for her. Ellen, I want to say this, it's been a lot of years. We're going on 50 years since you first came out for track. I had it just in the short, brief time that I coached here, we had 15 All-Americans that were on the team. We have 6 inductees into the Hall of Fame. But I want to say I am probably as proud of what you accomplished in your career. I know it was mostly after Plattsburgh, but I hope running for me inspired you. And I certainly feel like you probably have done a lot for women's cross country and marathoning in your lifetime. So congratulations. I'll be there, and I'll raise a toast to you.